Alright, step one for beginning the manufacturing is to pull off our vise. So let's rip that off really quick, and then we gotta clean up our table to put on our pallet system. And for those of you who haven't worked in a machine shop or have a mill or have taken a vise off of a table that's been on there for a couple months with oil, this stinks. Now I'm feeling pretty confident that's clean, so we're going to put a little bit of oil on here to maximize stink when we take this off in a couple weeks and minimize rusting. So now we're just going to take a skim cut to true up the surface with the spindle, with the Superfly. Okay, so from here we have just enough aluminum in here to do one single piece. That's just so we can test the code, make sure everything looks right. This is the first time I'm going to be testing it, so you guys get to enjoy any snap in mills or problems with me. We have it held in here with a clamp right now, kind of a chintzy setup, but we're going to drill a hole in here while it's clamped down, and then we can use that to secure it to the plate. We'll do some more cutting and then reveal another hole so we can secure it from 2 points, and then we'll cut out the profile and we should be done. I think it's going to take between 12 to 15 minutes, so let's get going on it. Our first tool is going to be this 3/8 inch roughing end mill. You can see that has little serrations in it. That's to make smaller chips so it can cut a lot more while using a lot less horsepower. And now the next step is to profile out to cut the shape, but first we need to insert our second screw so it doesn't go all willy-wampus on us when we cut it out. The only bad thing about drilling these on top of the tap holes that they're going to get secured to is occasionally it leaves a little extra material in there, which sometimes makes it hard to get the screw in. That's better. So no need for this. So now the most fun part, we're going to do the full profile, which means cutting out the shape of it. That's gonna be done with this 2-flute 1/4" end mill. 2-flute because we are gonna do a full width, so a slot, and sometimes slots have a tendency to snap end mills. Let's do it. Alright, let's take a look and see what we got here. Oh. Oh no! The oil got it stuck on there pretty good. See if we can get it to focus there. Yes, no, maybe. There we go. Woo! That looks good. So from here we know that all of our depths are right, all our holes made it completely through. And all of our finishes look awesome. So from here what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up the plate to machine the rest. My camera for some reason overheats when I'm filming and go past 15 minutes. So that's why I had to turn it off and turn it back on at the end there. So I will probably film towards the middle of all the machining on the set of 9 back here, and then film towards the middle and then film towards the end. But I won't film the whole thing. I just fast forward it anyway because nobody really wants to watch that. I think that's takes about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. I'd have to look again at the numbers to machine all 9 of those. I couldn't tell you how long this one took because I messed up my timer when I was looking around for that screw for like a half hour. So I'm very happy with this. This would get put in the tumbler to knock off all the sharp edges. We also have to come back through and countersink these two. This is where we'll press our magnets into, and this is the main pivot pin hole. This is the slot for the spring, stop pin, button, and yeah. So awesome, that looks great, everybody. Let's do some more. And look how shiny these bad boys are. So those turned out fantastic. Nothing broke, didn't have any issues. The only thing was that the profiling with the 1/4 inch end mill took quite a bit longer than I originally planned for it. I was getting a lot of chatter, so I slowed it down. I originally had it, I think, at 5 inches per minute. I slowed it all the way down to 3.5, just because I didn't like the sound of it. Although the chatter didn't really get any less when I slowed it down, so I suppose I could have just risked it and kept it at 5. But we'll do a little more experimenting to see how fast we can go. It might just be a result of the 2 flute. It might be a result of this not being as secure as when we just had the 1 little guy. Although that was a pretty chintzy setup, so I do think that this is more secure than that one was. So let's pull these off really quick, look at them, and go from there. And also one last bit of fun before I close it out. I managed to strip out this screw and one more up here. So I can't take them off with hex. So what I ended up doing is chopping into them with a hacksaw and then grabbing a file and filing them square. I can't, oh, there it is. And then coming in with this file, filing a nice square slot in it. Then from there, oops, hold still. From there, makes it pretty easy to get it out. So that was probably my oopsie. So I gotta do this other one really quick.